back on our last week now, and basically got nothing else but this game this season. So focus will be on trying to get this win and trying to send the seniors out on a win, and also trying to set the tone for next season and something that we can work off of. So that's kind of been the main focus, and I think looking back on the film kind of just confirmed a little bit what I said after the game on Saturday, and so I'll just open up the questions after that.
Do you feel like the team as a whole, the coaches and the players, have a good idea of what needs to be different moving forward? I mean, this is the last game, obviously kind of using it as a springboard, but do you feel like you got a good idea of what needs to be different?
Yeah, I mean, I know what I mean, as we look and every year you look and you evaluate everything, and I think it's during the season you want to make changes during the season and then improve as you go throughout game to week, but at the end of the season, you regardless of what the record is, you're always evaluating it and trying to see areas that you can improve on. And so I think that's kind of it's hard to make this a statement and have it cover long-term and short-term improvements, but that'll be my job after this week. But right now the focus is to get this win and find a way to do it in Hawaii.
How are you going to find the balance between, like you said, enjoying Hawaii, like you said after the game, and basically making sure you guys are focused and ready to play a football game?
Well, so if you look at what we've done, we decided to leave and go to Hawaii Wednesday. We arrived Wednesday night, and if we're flying 2 hours, if it's a 2-hour time difference, we've left usually on a Thursday, and that's been a lot of different places. And looking at our history in Hawaii, we kind of looked at all the different times that we've been successful and times that we've struggled, and a lot of the times that we've done well is when we've arrived there Wednesday evening, So looking at that compared to some of the times that we've struggled, we've arrived as late as Friday morning or even Thursday evening, and the goal is to go win the game. This isn't. I mean, I said we're not going to a bowl game a couple weeks ago, and trying to say that we got to use these 3 games as our bowl game, but this is a regular game, and it's not a bowl game where there's a lot of time to really have a lot of entertainment. I mean, we're trying to make the best of it as we're there, and just try not to have too much idle time, But I think everything's scheduled. We'll have great people with us, and we'll have bed checks. We'll have to practice, so we'll have a regular practices on Thursday and Fridays there, and Thursday morning, Friday morning. But you're in Hawaii, so you let them just have a couple, some time where they can just enjoy the beach a little bit. But that's because we're there all day. It's like if those guys are playing Call of Duty right now, they'd be playing Call of Duty when they have a couple hours here at home. The difference is we'll be there, and it being a holiday and getting out there before so we can get settled, and not traveling all on Thanksgiving. I think it's important for our players to feel settled and have a little bit of a holiday on Thursday, Thanksgiving, and then move forward and try to win this game. I mean, that's our schedule is not a lot different than what we've had if we're at home or if we're on other road trips, but the difference is that we're there earlier when we usually are at home practicing. So we're trying to, these guys don't have the comforts of going back home after practice on Thursday, so we'll have to try to find a way to make them feel comfortable in Hawaii. But the goal is to win the game, and that's the ultimate goal, and that's what we're focused on. That's what I'm focused on as a head coach right now.
There's a lot of history in this series. It goes back a long ways. What does BYU playing at Hawaii mean to the program?
Well, it's huge. We have, everyone we have so many guys that a lot of the Polynesians on the team have connections there and have family there, and that's kind of like the gateway to the United States, to the States, is going through Hawaii. So there's a lot of people that have roots there, but more than anything, we have a lot of family, and there's a lot of fan support there too. So the church is strong in the state of Hawaii, and I anticipate there'll be a lot of fans at the game, just like we've seen on the road and at home. So we're excited to play for them. And again, senior day didn't go well for us this last weekend, but we have one more last game to send our guys out as winners, and just as important moving forward and trying to set the tone for next season. So that's the ultimate goal for us right now.
I would imagine there's also a recruiting aspect to playing in Hawaii too, correct?
Oh yeah, I mean, anytime you're playing football, that's recruiting, you know, and but we have a recruiting style and a base and people that we're looking for, and so we happen to have a lot of recruits that have family in Hawaii and have connections there. So yeah, that matters. But when it's all said and done, trying to win the game is the most important thing.
How has the season struggles affected your recruiting and your prospects, and has it turned off some guys?
Well, I can't say that it hasn't. You know, I don't think that it's been a catastrophe as far as recruiting goes, because we're always going to have, like I said before, our recruiting is a little different than other places. You know, and there are guys that have been committed for years and are still committed. You know, and there's others that, regardless of what the season is, that you're going to always have a little bit of attrition here and there in recruiting. That's at every program, but I think we have more guys that are committed early here, and then they usually stay that way. And it really hasn't seen a huge, it hasn't been a huge detriment in our recruiting efforts. And I think we're recruiting a certain kind of player, you know, that can live this lifestyle and be part of this program and understand what we do here at BYU.
What have you seen from the Warriors?
Well, they've had some struggles this year too, you know, and obviously they had some struggles last week. And but you know, I think they run the ball well, and I've known Nick Rolovich for a long time, and I know his style of football. He's been around, and he understands the game, and he knows how to put points up. I think that they have a really good running back, and they have guys that care about winning too. And so the stuff that I'm saying is the same stuff that they're saying to their guys too. And so they're trying to build for next year and trying to send their seniors out the right way, and we're trying to do the same thing. So we have a common goal, you know, and it's just going to matter on who can get that accomplished on Saturday. But a lot of respect for that program and a lot of Hawaii fans, and I mean, you know, we're having connections to that area. You know, we know that we're really familiar with Hawaii, so we've seen UH play football, and we follow them a little bit closely, more as Polynesian people than anything, because you have a lot of people in the area that you know. And so it'd be a cool game. I just think the fans, I remember being a kid and going to Aloha Stadium, and you know, and it was wild cheering for BYU in that stadium and having the type of support that we had there. It's been fun. So looking forward to keeping this game that we've had in the past, keep it going, and I know they'll be here next year, so it's going to be fun to go to Hawaii, but it'll be even more fun if we win the game.
They gave up over 300 yards to Utah State in that loss. Do you want to see your offense go back to more of a bid against UNLV to maybe take advantage of that?
I think I said that a lot last week. I just want to score points, and you know, I think we've shown that the best way to score points is probably implementing the run game, especially with a new quarterback. You know, so I know we were behind quite a bit, but in trying to play catch up. But I think our strength is in the O-line and trying to score points. I could care less how the points get on the board, but let's just find a way to score more points and get more than them.
How hard is the balance with Thanksgiving and football? I mean, it's intertwined every year, it seems like. I mean, just finding that balance with the holiday and being able to enjoy that, but also having the football games and everything going on this weekend.
I don't think it's a struggle. I mean, I think the hardest part is players are used to being with their families during this time, you know, and so we're trying to kind of be the surrogate family for our players while they're away from home, and you know, and just trying to give them a good experience. You know what I mean? And so I think that our guys, you understand that as you play college football, Thanksgiving is always going to be different, you know, and that's and if you coach it, that's always different. So the holidays are always going to be a different deal as a coach and as a player in college football. That's just the way it goes.
Does a year like this, with all of the tough times and the struggles, make you more thankful for the little things and make the players maybe appreciate the little things a little bit more, the little successes?
Of course. I mean, I think, you know, we've been preaching gratitude and appreciation for where they're at, and giving credit to the people that got them to where they're at. So it's just fitting that's Thanksgiving week. It's the last game for us, you know, in this season, and I think there can always be a good spirit of gratitude, and it's just nice that Thanksgiving's there to remind us once a year. But truly, Thanksgiving should be every day. You're thankful that you're alive and you're in the place that you're at, and you know, there's not a lot of complaints other than we just need to win more football games, and I think we have an idea of how to get that done.
Kalani, what have your conversations been like with Tom Elmo this season? It's gone along.
Good. I mean, Tom's been, he's been around. He's been AD for a long time, and I value his opinion, his advice, and so he and Brian have been good resources for me, and so yeah, we've been in communication quite a bit.
Would you term those positive?
Yeah, I mean,
How would you describe those?
yeah, it's just part of communication. I think it covers all the bases. So yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's just part of life. You just communicate. So it's hard to say like, are all your communications with your friends all positive? The point is you communicate, you talk. So that's what it comes down to. So I know where we sit, and I know how to get fixed and how to improve, and that's the goal, is to get improve on it. But the main focus right now is to win this game, because that could help out a lot.